It's your girl Jay, back at it again with the general tarot reading for this Venus in Scorpio transit that's going to be happening tomorrow, September 10th through October 7th of 2021. This is going to be a hot one, baby. I'm liking it. The moon is in Scorpio right now, so I was like, let me go on. I just saw 27, my lucky number on the clock. So someone may be getting lucky. This may be about getting lucky and you getting more comfortable getting lucky, eh? Okay. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. All of the Virgo videos are out. I'm already working on Libra season notes. Everything goes to Patreon first. Patreon.com/justjeverything for daily tarot readings. Check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do and to schedule with me, my website is justjeverything.com. Now, with Venus moving into, and now I also wanted to know, I'm pulling from Royo's Dark Tarot because this shit is grown and sexy. This is for Patreon only right now, and there aren't any weird restrictions. So I'm loving that. And we already got some jumpers. We have the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles reversed, and then the Knight of Swords. Yeah, she cute. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for a minute so I can get through these notes, because we are definitely going to need to be aware of the fact that when Venus is going into, or is transiting through Scorpio, we're going to be heavily motivated by intense closeness. It is something that you are going to desire. Craving deep intimacy that will allow you to explore whatever taboos that you want to explore. I do want you to be careful about all or nothing, though. Scorpio energy is very all or nothing, and I do need you to be cognizant of finding yourself into a victim mentality, or finding yourself in situations where you feel like you got the short end of the stick, or finding yourself in situations like putting yourself, going against your intuition and getting yourself in situations where you have to figure out, have you been victimized, or you have to figure out, like, how did I fuck up? How did I get the short end of the stick right now? Because we are going to be, Venus attracts. Know that. Venus is love, beauty, money, care, health, your senses, the divine feminine. But it's also about what you attract. And so that's why it matters where your Venus lies in your chart. But while Venus is in Scorpio, and if you natally have Venus in Scorpio, you're going to be attracting in and being attracted to the dark, the mysterious, the unknown, the bad boy, the underlings. You're going to be wanting to, like, you're going to be attracted to the underworld. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is Hades, and Mars, which is the god of war. So, just knowing is half the battle. So just prepare yourself to make some safe and healthy leaps into the dark, into your shadow. I just saw 444 on the clock. So finding some new foundations in this darkness, in this shadow, we're going to be drawn to the profound, to the perverse, to the transformative and the transcendental. And there is this, it feels like helpful to just know that you're going to be attracted to the dark and to the mysterious. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, baby love. That's my 2 cents. But be careful, especially those of you with Venus and Scorpio natally. This is going to be a Venus return, and you're going to be really needing to lean in on creating. Interesting, I saw 4-4 on the clock. We have 2 4s out. There's something coming up about foundations. You're really needing to make sure that you are taking the alone time to think. This is everybody, but especially if you have Venus and Scorpio natally in your birth chart. So there is something, some sort of new foundation that wants to be set in what you're attracted to, what you are drawn in, and how you process and handle intense interactions. And the most intense interaction that you can have is with, needs to also, like, you need to be able to access intense interactions with yourself. And that starts by way of getting quiet. For some of you, that starts by way of self-pleasure. You figuring out what it is that you enjoy before you expect someone else to show you what you enjoy. There is this getting horizontal, I feel like, is going to be a very desirable activity during these next couple of months. And it makes sense, of course, because we're coming up on cuffing season. This is like the beginning of it. So the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, there's going to be some of you who are really wanting to sit this one out, to go find your version of Into the Wild, to really like go find your truth on your own, to really like reset, recalibrate your personal navigational system. Your internal GPS system gets recalibrated, gets reset when you are outside in nature and spending quality time with quality people or by yourself. But I feel like less is more. There could be, and that could be something that's coming in. Some of you may be wanting to spend less time with less people. And some of you may be just wanting to spend more quality time with yourself during Venus and Scorpio, really figuring out your own like stuff, your own desires, your own intensity, your own capacity for intimacy. And it's going to put you in a position whenever you get quiet, when you get still, when you check in with yourself, when you check in with your body, when you check in with your skeletons in your closet, it's going to make you open to share those skeletons and attract in other people with similar skeletons in your closet. So you're going to need to be really cognizant of about what you're holding on to, because you've got to release this old foundation, this old sense of lack, this old sense of scarcity. Some of you, I feel like you have the opportunity to experience so much love, so much togetherness, so much newness, so much fun, so much play. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements that are coming in. There just may be somebody coming in, someone who's actually active. There's going to be activity that you desire, closeness, action, taboo, play, but also hiding yourself, exploring your attraction to anonymity, exploring your attraction to costumes, to play, to BDSM, to different kinds of maybe sex work or sex modalities. There's just other stuff. Switching shit up is what this looks like. But it starts with you getting really comfortable with your skin, and that could be some of the shadows that are coming to light. You getting really comfortable in your skin, you really getting comfortable with what you like, you getting comfortable with showing your body, with having your body seen, having your body touched, having your body also maybe not seen, kept to itself, having it coveting it in a different way. That could be, it's going to be different for each of you. Please clarify the Four of Swords. It's going to be, energy is going to manifest differently for all of you. But some of you, I feel like you're needing more alone time. And some of you, you've taken this alone time to get really comfortable with yourself, to clean out these old habits, clean out these old cups, these old outdated relationships that have kept you thinking that you can't have your cake and eat it too. Because baby, I'm telling you, you absolutely can. And ethically and morally, like, you know, like you can do it, things the right way. You can have what you want. You just need to be willing to have this radical change of thought, this radical, these extreme progressive thoughts that you find the bravery to express. And Mercury is going to be in Libra. It's going to retrograde in Libra. It's going to be in Libra until October 18th. And there is going to be a lot of intense conversations that are coming up the next few months. Intensely clarifying communications that are going to put people's asses in motion. Shake that thing. Please clarify the Four of Swords. All right, I'll quit talking. Some of you, I feel like it's really important for you to explore your own sex magic, explore your own body, find out what you like. Know your limitations. Don't stumble upon your limitations with other people. Really put yourself in a position to explore, especially sexually or mentally, or to explore within the realms of trusting people. Put yourself in those situations with people that you trust to try to trust. Please clarify the Four of Swords. And for some of you, there's a new mental foundation that's coming in, and you're having a hard time talking about it. Some of you, there may be stuff that you're having a really hard time letting go. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Capricorn. The Hermit. Y'all saw all that damn shuffling I did. Four of Swords, there's a lot of thought that needs to be had, a lot of alone time, a lot of meditation. You need to figure out what it is that you think and that you feel by yourself, baby. By yourself. Because some of you, I feel like you got these little devils on your back that are out of balance. You're listening to, don't let your shadow wear you. You check this motherfucker. It's not running the show. So be careful of letting your lust lead you. Be careful of letting your lust rule you. Be careful of being so sharp with your words that you hurt other people, which in turn will eventually, like, you'll hurt yourself. So while Venus is in Scorpio, I feel like before you just go out like trying to bust it wide open in the spirit, in the ether, you know what I mean? Like there is an ending of a chapter in your relationship to your alone time. And some of you need to get more meditative about what you want to draw in. Some of you are feeling you're choosing solitude. Some of you are isolating yourself. Some of you are just downright lonely. And you're really wanting intimate experiences, and you're going to be craving that deeply. And you're needing to really reevaluate your boundaries. Really reevaluate maybe the ways that you're keeping yourself closed off. Evaluating the ways that Ace of Pentacles reversed. Evaluating the new beginnings that you may be like walking too slowly to. I feel like some of you, there are brand new paths, brand new openings, brand new gates, new doors to walk into. And you have to go in it bare. You have to go into it vulnerable. Look at how like she's naked. And so you have to be willing to own your magic, own your power, own your sexuality, own your sexual prowess. Be willing to like bear it all. Be willing to see yourself. And you don't get into that embodied state until you've spent some quality alone time to really figure out what it is that you're clinging on to that needs to be put down. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. What needs to be released? Because if you don't release it, you're going to hurt people's feelings. You're going to hurt your own feelings. You're going to say things and do things in haste that you end up regretting. What needs to be put down is the Knight of Cups. So some of you, I feel like it's like love over lust, self-love over lust. Don't just let your loins lead you this transit. Some of you are really in a position of needing to look at, like, slow down on what you're pursuing. This is the card normally. But you're needing to, like, slow down on whatever it is that you're pursuing. Because I feel like some of you could just get yourself into situations or be pursuing people that may be rats, or maybe, like, siphon your energy. I also feel like some of you, when these new people, make sure that you don't just, like, spend all your money on new people, on trying to, like, wine and dine people. Also, like, if you need more wine and dining, you need to say that. If you need more romance, if you need more intimacy, you need to express that, because there may be people who don't have the budget to do that, or don't have the emotional budget to do that. And you need to be aware of that. You need to know. The High Priestess. So the Knight of Cups, what you need to let go. Some of you, there's someone, so it was the Knight of Cups reversed, the High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles to clarify the Four of Pentacles. So for some of you, there is someone that's very spiritual, or someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that you are pursuing, or that you need to stop pursuing, or maybe that stops pursuing you. Someone that is really needing to, wow, okay, I feel like someone, it's like things are moving slowly between you and some possible or some potential partners. Things are moving slowly, because this person is really coming into their power, coming into their own, coming into their sexuality, coming into their prowess. And they have some old insecurities to shed first. So don't pressure anyone. Don't feel discouraged if things aren't moving at the pace that you want. There is something solid that's being formulated, but I feel like people are in a place, and during this transit, a lot of us are going to be in are going to be in a place of facing our darkness, are going to be in a place of facing our monsters and becoming our own heroes, becoming our own damn demon slayers, becoming our own saviors. And there is a certain amount of facing our shadows that needs to happen, going into the swamps of our heart, so that we can engage in battle. There's some mental battles that need to be engaged in, because we're going to be in the depths of the darks of our heart, in the depths and the darks of our psyche. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. And you're going to need to be equipped with the words, the intellect, the self-awareness, the situational awareness, to be able to go into this battle and not just make random cuts, to not just go into love and lust and just be like, throwing your intimacy and your feelings and your words around all willy-nilly. It's like, it's time to really get things in order. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Be careful of just like driving home a point, or be careful of like talking over people. Make sure you listen. This is a great opportunity to listen, because people are going to be showing themselves. People are going to be showing their hearts. The Eight of Cups. I saw it reversed, but I'm going to let you see it upright. Eight of Cups, some of you may be denying some carnal nature. Some of you may be needing to have conversations about the fact that you're done and over with some vanilla shit, or you're done or over it being the same old kind of mundane way. Some of you, you're like, okay, like, yeah, okay, maybe I was crazy for a little bit, but I'm ready to like break out, break free. What fell down was the Hanged Man reverse, and then the Eight of Wands. I'm telling you, I just said break free. Look, and this howling at the moon. Look at this. Well, it came out like this. How can I? Sorry, let me arrange this. The Hanged Man is one of my favorites. But it came out reversed, so there is some sort of, so Eight of Cups reversed, the Hanged Man reversed, and then the Eight of Wands. So you're needing to really, some of you personally, and some of you are dealing with people who are really breaking out of their skin, breaking out of their shadow, like Jekyll and Hyde shit. You're seeing other sides of people. You're seeing people's dark side. You're also experiencing your nature, seeing your primal kind of nature that you are wanting to explore, that your dominant side or your more animalistic side is starting to come out, and you need to stop denying this moon. Stop, like, let yourself howl at this moon. Let yourself lurk. Let yourself do whatever it is that you're needing to do, because there is a brand new perspective, and if you don't honor it, your desires start to eat at you. Your secrets start to make you sick. So you've got to come up with some sort of, or there is some sort of clarity that's coming in, so that you can be honest about the ways you want to move going forward. And the clarity comes in once you are honest with yourself and admit what you really want, what you really need, and what you really want to do. And I feel like you speaking up will put you in a position of shifting like the gear. Like you finally like get into feels very Wheel of Fortune, like it starts to steer you in a new season. And the Knight of Swords comes out because there are new directions that you can access in your life by way of using your words, your thoughts, and co-creating purposefully and efficiently. So I want to ask, are there any blockages that need to be tended to? Please show us, what are the blockages that need to be tended to during this transit? During Venus and Scorpio, what are the blockages that we need to be aware of? Deep breath. Interesting. What came out is the Fool and the Sun reversed. Whoa, wow. So the blockages, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, some of you, the blockage is your sexual desire. The blockage is, maybe some of you, it's your entrepreneurial pursuits or entrepreneurial goals or dreams. It's like the blockage is, it's not really a blockage, it's like your desires are in the way. The fact that you want something new, the fact that you can no longer hide what you want to feel, how you want to express yourself, the new risks that you want to take, the new sides of yourself that you want to explore, and you want to travel light, and you want to do it without judgment, and you want to do it with people that you want to do it with. And so for some of you, the blockage is a connection or disconnection between someone with Aries, Aquarius, or Leo placements, Sagittarius placements too. For some of you, the blockage is this desire to like do some stupid shit. Some of you really get this like itch to like clean the slate, to just jump off the cliff, to do something, to have an affair, to cheat, to steal, lie, or something. It's like the ugly side of you is coming out. But I'm telling you, what's done in the dark comes to light. So you better fucking check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because if you don't acknowledge the dark desires, or if you don't acknowledge the shadow and feed it in some way, in a constructive way, it's like nurturing a child. It's like, like it's going to resonate differently for all of you, but it's like that the shadow is like that inner angry child that's having a tantrum. And it's like, okay, you need to figure out how you approach that child. It's going to be different for all of us. But there is this need to understand that we can't just let that child, those desires, we can't let that craving, that angst, that anger, that rage, that need, that desire, whatever it is, we can't let it just sit there and scream. And if we do, that's how we end up doing toxic shit or formulating toxic patterns. And so there's got to be some sort of acknowledgement of what's lurking inside of you. There's got to be some acknowledgement of your inner mysterious darkness, bad side. And there's a lot of that's coming up to be examined. Just make sure that you don't let your lust get in the way of your ambition, that you don't spend all your energy on things that you don't spend all your energy on fulfilling all of these unfulfilled desires, and that you forget about your goals and what you're actually trying to build and where you're actually trying to go. So it's really important that you allow yourself, this is the Queen of Wands, so that you allow yourself to acknowledge, hey, yeah, there's a lot of sexual prowess and energy, and I'm feeling myself in a very specific way, and I am feeling upbeat, and but this is reversed. So some of you may be feeling very attractive or feeling that rising of personal power, but it's like stifled in some way. And if you have been repressing yourself, or stifling yourself in some way, it can come out and manifest in very like toxic, crazy, outlandish choices. And that's behaviors you may be seeing in other people. But it's like, check yourself so you make sure you're not the one doing wilding out and doing crazy shit. Pay attention to the desires that are coming to light, especially if they're sexual or entrepreneurial or tied to some sort of anger or tied to something in regards to your father or fatherhood or success or joy. Because some of you, it's like the way these dark desires or this shadow that's coming up, it's going to help you put down some baggage. It's going to help you put down some baggage and move forward in a very specific, lighthearted, free, expressive, satisfied kind of way. So stop denying yourself. In Venus, in Scorpio, just be honest. No more self-denial. And that's the way to get ahead of that possible toxicity and self-sabotaging behaviors. Honor whatever is inside of you that wants to come out. Honor it, talk about it. If you need to talk about it with a professional, do that. If you need to talk about how to explore some really intense desires, maybe, or intense kind of sexual BDSM scenes or anything like that, just talk about it. You've got to communicate efficiently before you partake anything. Don't have conversations when you're in subspace. Have conversations about everything up front. And that's in work, and that's with people, and that's with friendships, that's with sexual partners, lovers. Talk about everything up front. Mercury is in Libra. It's going to be there for so long. It's retrograding there, and it's going to put justice and fairness on the tip of your tongue in all things. Integrity over everything. Doing the right thing over everything. It's just going to be a theme. So talk about it first. I love you.